Hey, 8th graders. So we're going to be talking about simplifying algebraic expressions. Before this, we talked about order of operations and the substitution property, and those worked with numerical and algebraic expressions, but then we took our algebraic expression and replaced our variables with values. But now we're going to simplify and not just get a one number answer. So let's get started. What is the difference between simplify and evaluate? And it comes down to this. Simplify, we are reducing. To a less complex form or expression. Whereas evaluating, when we evaluate, we are finding a numerical answer. So like when we were doing the substitution property, we found that the expression came to equal something like the number 10. Whereas when we're simplifying, we're going to still end with an expression as our answer. So let's do a quick refresher on the parts of expressions. So remember, expressions are made up of terms. Each of these is a term, right? So all three of those are terms. So again, all three of these are terms, and then from there, come back here, we talked about coefficients, and that coefficients were the numbers in front of our variables, and we'll talk about variables in just a second. So in this case, our -9 and our -2 would be considered coefficients. Our variables are the letters, so in this case that's the letter B. And then we have our constant terms. Those are the ones without variables. And in this case that's 5. So again, coefficients was -9 and -2 because the sign goes with it. Constant is that +5, and a variable, because both of them had that variable of b, but you could have multiple variables. And so those were our different terms. So now let's get into combining like terms. So when we combine like terms, we are like means things that are like each other. And so we're looking for, let's go back here, same variable, or lack of variable, and same exponent. Because we could have the same variable, but if they have different exponents, then they're not like terms. And we'll get to an example with that in it. All right, so our first example, we're going to simplify the following. So I like to mark my like terms either by circling them, so we have x and a +2x. Those are like terms because they have the same variable. And then our -8 with our -10 are also like terms because they're constants. They don't have a variable. They lack that variable, so that makes them like terms. Now, notice that I take the sign with it. Again, even though we read this as x -8, that minus is the same as having a negative, or the fact that we could write this as x plus a -8. Excuse me. So I'm going to rewrite this. You don't always have to rewrite, but sometimes it helps to visualize if you do rewrite. So I've got x plus 2x minus 8 minus 10. Now when you rewrite, you need to take the signs with you. Whatever the sign is in front of, that's the number it goes with and it stays there. All right, so now I'm going to combine the x plus the 2x. Remember that if it doesn't have a number in front of it, it always has a coefficient. It's just that invisible coefficient of 1. So we're going to do 1 plus 2, which is 3, and we keep the x with it. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So now we have 3 x's. And then we're doing a negative 8 plus a negative 10, or negative 8 minus 10, which is the same as negative 8 plus a negative 10, which same signs we're going to add and keep the sign. So we know it's going to be negative, and then 8 plus 10 is 18. And so that is our answer. And we have now simplified. We've gone from 4 terms down to 2 terms. So that's what it means to simplify. We have made it less complex. All right, next example. 1 minus n plus 6. So we got to find what are our like terms. Our like terms are the 1 and the 6. I always put my variables first. It doesn't mean that you have to, but I do. Now, in putting my variable first, the negative has to stay in front of it. All right, this is still a negative 1n. There are no other n's, so I'm not going to combine it with anything. And then I'm going to do 1 plus 6, which is 7. So here's an example where I didn't write or rewrite the problem in order to combine. But again, don't leave out your signs when you're doing your combining of like terms. Highly suggest rewriting so that you see it. But our final answer becomes a negative n plus 7. So that's the simple, basic combining like terms. In our next video, we're going to discuss the distributive property, and then we're going to do the distributive property with combining of like terms. And so I'll see you there.